Good Saturday morning. Buggered something in my eye. So yeah, I'm gonna do another Saturday with Steve. I started shooting video yesterday, Friday. So here, have a look at a couple of things. It is, take a break off, Friday morning. I got a call a couple days ago. My orthopedic guy is now open back up. So he has an opportunity this morning to look at my shoulder and see if he can't tell me what the next step is in trying to fix it. So I'm going to go see what he says. I will let you know what he says. All right, good news, bad news from the shoulder doctor. Checked out my shoulder. It's not really anything different or new from before. So that's good news. Said that I really don't need to stop doing anything. It's just pretty much the pain of doing stuff. Like even just reached up and put the seatbelt on, it hurts. Holding my phone right here to record this video hurts. But basically it's just a pain thing. He doesn't think anything in there is too messed up. But we're going to get an MRI of it sometime soon to make sure that anything's not messed up. So he's ordered that. So MRI should be coming up sometime soon, hopefully. One of the perks of having other duties as assigned in your job description is you get to go on field trips. So the nurses and techs all decided that they were going to take advantage of Starbucks offer of free coffee. So check this out. Isn't it awesome? All they do is stick people with needles all day. I don't know why they can't hook themselves up to a coffee IV. Bouncing out of work a little early. I had racked up some extra time during the week when I came in early and worked a little later. I did have a tornado. I want to swing by the gym. They were doing some remodeling. I want to swing by the gym and see if Corey's there, how he's coming on the progress. So I'm gonna go check in there. All right, we're here. I'm gonna go see if they'll let me go inside and look around. Got a behind the scenes tour with Corey. There's a mom and a dad and son that own and run the gym. He's quite excited. Yeah, I didn't shoot video of him, but I did shoot video inside the gym. Everything is looking fantastic. Recovered machines, painting machines. They're using like this industrial truck bed paint on them. It's gonna be really cool. They moved the turf. You've seen me work on the turf before. Moved the turf to a new location. Kind of a one place. It's all abs centered. Not gonna have any stuff on the turf, which is good because if you want to push the sled and stuff like that, then stuff was in your way. It's really looking good in there. They polished the concrete floor. They resurfaced the flooring in the front when you first walk in. The epoxy coating's all new. Lots and lots of cool stuff going on in there. So I'm happy. I'm excited. I can tell he's happy and he's excited. So now I'm gonna go home and cut the grass. And as promised, my dad dropped by the plants that I looked at last weekend over his house. This is one of my dad's mom. Her name was Ethel. This is one of her rose bushes, so we have affectionately called it Ethel Girl. Probably started back in the 50s when she would have planted it. So yeah, she's an old girl. So that's gonna go over the other side, where I had mentioned before I'm gonna put some roses. This is a crepe myrtle tree that was my grandmother's on my mom's side. So we called this one Lady Alice, since her name was Alice. This is a peach tree from one of my parents' neighbors, and I can't remember the whole history, but that one's not new either, and it's come from several different properties, or it's been around. The parent plant was on several different properties, so that's pretty cool history right there. And then this is a gardenia. Actually, there's a whole bunch of gardenias. My dryer's running. This wall's on the outside, the inside of the garage is where I have my washer and dryer. These gardenias came off of plants at my parents' house. One branch broke off, and they made all these cuttings out of them. So if you don't know what gardenias are, it kind of sort of looks like a big azalea, which is that thing behind me over there. These will get really big. They'll have really big, probably about that big baseball size blooms on them. They're very, very fragrant. So I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna plant those around my yard too. All these are gonna go in full sun, basically. And then here's another crepe myrtle from my grandmother's. So that's another Lady Alice that we have. So probably not planting any of that stuff anytime soon. I just have to keep it watered, and since it was growing in the shade, they're all full shade plants, and we're growing in the shade over at my parents' house. I have to kind of like gradually get them into the sun, so you just don't want to stick something that's been grown in the shade right out into the sun. So that's why they're on that side of the house. That's the only little bit of shade that I have here. So today's project is going to be cleaning up the garage. It's a mess. As you can see, I just got stuff all over the place, and I've had enough now. So I got to get in there and clean out the garage. I'm gonna pull the Jetta car out, so we don't want to get any scratches on the Jetta car. So Jetta car is going to sit outside for a while, and I'm gonna try and pull everything out of there and straighten that up a little bit. It is coming up on lunchtime, but I wanted to show you my progress in the garage. We are looking much better. Much better. I am so much happier with that. I have some stuff that I need to get rid of still, but pretty much have that separated out. So we're gonna go inside, get some lunch to eat, and I'll think about what we're gonna accomplish after lunch. Lunch is good. Lunch was good. I thought about what I wanted to do outside after we ate. So in redoing the garage, the shed needs a little attention too. So we're gonna do a quick tree check first. It's breezy out here. So tree stood up well in the tornado that came through. Doing well. This one's still got a little bloom on him. It's one of the cherries. Other cherry's doing very well. Doing well. Go check out river birch. So yeah, we'll swing by the shed first. I'll show you what a mess I got going on in there. So sticks and stuff all over the yard too. I don't need to cut the grass today, but so the shed is a mess as well. I have to organize that a little bit. Look at all this mess all over the ground. Sticks and debris and everything from that big old pine tree. That tornado that came through. Didn't touch down here. It was about drive time. It was about 10 minutes south of where I live. So very, very thankful that it didn't touch down here. So river birch is doing very nicely too. Very, very nicely. I don't think I need to put any water on it because we did have, it was about 5 inches of rain that came down. Actually, it rained earlier this morning too. So I'm gonna pull everything out of the shed. For me, that's the easiest way to do something like that. Like the garage, I pulled everything out of the garage, decide what you want, where, and then put it all back in. So that's what I'm gonna do with the shed. There's a lot more room in here once it's all empty. Well, almost empty. I didn't empty it all out. Some of the stuff is not gonna go anyplace different, but let's get all that stuff back in there now. Alright, it all fit back in there. I just gotta put the riding lawnmower in there now. Everything got the hoses hung up on the wall there. So yeah, the only thing that's left to go back in is the riding lawnmower. Those chairs are gonna go up on the deck. So I had to bring the shop back out. The black cow behind the gray heron is gonna go over where the rose bushes are eventually gonna get planted. So one more successful project. Well, that wraps up that edition of Saturday with Steve. I got a plate of spaghetti, and a big old Caesar salad waiting on me. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow is Sunday. Sunday is a rest day for me. I'm walking out to check the mail. Sunday is a rest day for me, workout wise. I'll just go for a walk. I'm gonna take probably a long sunrise walk in the morning. Sunrise should be nice here. There's not a cloud in the sky right now. So we'll get that done tomorrow. Another thing I need to do is plan, because I'm getting bored with my home workout. I got a plan to do something new, so I'll probably test out a few more sandbag exercises and find some motivation and things like that. So I hope you found something helpful in this video and enjoyed following along with me. You got some motivation. You know, go out there, clean out your garage and or clean out your storage shed. So until then, have a good evening, day, night, whatever it is. We'll talk to you again soon.